Hey guys, welcome to the 6th annual Same Australia Day special.
Welcome to the 6th annual AIM Australia Day special, or Same Australia, as it would be.
Same
We're
Australia.
going to play freaking Hollow Knight today, okay?
Yes,
This game is the best game ever.
it's the pride and joy of South Australia.
Okay, well, I was going to get into that, thanks.
It's in your personal top 10, isn't it? Or is it as a special mention?
It's a special mention, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's definitely up there. It's a real good game. In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret, for none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under Palus watch you taught we change-based instincts were redeemed. I've only played through the game once is the thing. So this is going to be my second playthrough. So I wonder if I can understand what's happening here. I think I do. Oh yeah. Okay. Well yeah. No, that's actually pretty obvious.
It's breaking out.
Yeah, this game, I really hate making the comparison. And I swear I won't do it much during this playthrough, but it's Dark Souls like, you know. But many people compare it to it, but it's definitely its own thing. It's a Metroidvania, you know. And we're just getting all that stuff out of the way. So yeah, its story is kind of like in the background, you know, kind of happening. You kind of got to piece stuff together.
Yeah.
But you know, other than that, it's definitely its own thing. What do you think our name is?
Cape Man.
Cape Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Cape Man.
Or Hollow Knight.
You think his name is Hollow Knight?
No.
Do you want to put that on record?
No.
Is that what you want to say?
No, actually, I don't think we are the Hollow Knight. I think the Hollow Knight is like something, like a big thing that we look for.
Maybe.
Special character.
Woo!
It's us. Toby.
Gee. Oh, okay, mate. So yeah, this is Hollow Knight. It's where you swing your sword and you just kind of smash shit around.
Looks cool.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
So one thing we wanted to talk about, Team Cherry, as you can see right there. So we're playing this for Australia Day, right? And for Australia Day, we always play games that were made in Australia. This game, not only was it made in Australia, it was made in Adelaide, which is in South Australia. And for those of you who don't know, which is probably most of you, we live in Adelaide, South Australia.
Yeah.
And I really, really have to try and emphasize this because, you know, there are so many people who like live in LA or whatever, you know, in America where everything is made. You need to understand that in South Australia, nothing is made, okay?
Yeah.
Like this is the most nothing state in our whole country.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if most people watching this haven't even heard of South Australia or Adelaide for that matter. So it is the coolest gosh dang thing in the world to me that this game was made not only in this country, which is rare enough,
Yeah.
but is also in our home city. It's just, oh my god. Oh golly. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, so maybe I'm actually kind of brilliant at this game. Dang it. The only problem with Metroidvanias like this is that like as you go along, you get more moves and you kind of you get a lot of abilities as you go along, like the ability to dash and wall jump and stuff. Spoilers for later, but you get so used to using them all the time that it's like, oh man, how do you play this game without these abilities?
Yeah.
Like there's already a couple of things that I know I'm gonna want to get as soon as I can. Like I don't even have to drop dive, dude. Ugh. So what do you know about this game? This game of Hollow Knight?
Only what you've told me.
What have I told you? Everything I just
I
mentioned
mean,
there?
it's obviously a Metroidvania, and it's made in South Australia. And
Dirt mouth.
And it was in your.
Hey, dude.
It was one of your personal favourite games.
It's good, man. Well, do you know that we're all bugs? Have you picked up on that? Just
No.
by the Elder Bug's name. You want to be Elder Bug?
Oh there, traveller. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they're all disappeared, headed down there, well, one by one, into the caverns below. There was a great kingdom beneath our town. It long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, but darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you two seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all.
Yep. Anyway, did you gather the entire story from that? I hope you did.
Yeah, we're all drawn.
I don't know why I could in that little I can't run in this area.
It's like the beginning of
Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy. Yeah.
Okay, so you thought about Rogue Legacy.
Yeah,
Alright, why does it remind you of Rogue Legacy?
because like you're all going to the one place every time.
Hello there, how delightful to meet another traveller on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you have a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places.
Professor Quirrell.
Yeah, it is. You can see on the back of it, he's got 2 heads. See, look! This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. Wow, that has inspired such whimsy. If only I didn't already know what was in there.
You know, that sort of thing
Oops.
inspires me a little bit. The whole idea of like an ancient civilization, and then like you come to that ancient that like the ruins of the civilization, and it inspires me as a writer to want to write that entire thing start to finish. Like you write the original thing back in its heyday, and then its eventual collapse, and then later people come to that thing and experience what remains.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I really like that sort of stuff.
But one little thing I have to mention, we're not playing this with sound, which I'm now realizing might be a little problematic because...
It's got good music.
yes, but also there's a character called the Map Maker, I don't know if that's his name, but that's what I'm calling him, who you have to find him to fill in your map, and the way you find him is he hums a little song. Oh dear. So yeah, one thing I wanted to mention about this freaking video game that we're playing right now is normally for Steam Australia we play a game and we play it once and then we never touch it again because we hate it. That's not true. Although some of them we do. Some of them are awful. But this game, I love it so much that this is going to be, what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a series of this game. So this is going to be an elongated first episode.
Yeah.
But later we will come back and do more. Not even later, we're doing it today.
Yeah.
Oh, bury my mother, pale in sight and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sister 2 by 2, and then when you're done, let's bury me too. Haha. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing, I'll join in. Bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. Haha. Yeah. I actually missed this NPC in my first time around. This game is very maze-like.
Yeah.
That was my right. Which is why it's really useful to have a map. But I don't.
It's like having a good look around.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've got a bit of a style in Borderlands 3 now that I've started it. I just have to check for every single crate and open every single box and pick up everything I can possibly pick up.
I mean, yeah, dude, like, that's how I play.
I just gotta
get all of the things.
See everything.
I need them all.
I don't know. I've only got up to the bit where like you save Claptrap and then Lilith comes and meets you.
What? That's only like 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you? What? Why?
Took like half hour to get through it.
Took you a half hour?
Yeah. So
Oh my god. I'm taking
because I
freaking
had to learn.
damage.
Because I had to learn how to play the game.
Oh,
Learn the
God.
controls.
What have I done?
Took me a while to learn what
Ah.
the button was for meleeing. Because I knew you could do it, but I didn't know what the button was.
No.
And Zane's got a cool ability as well, because he can have like 2.
Yeah. So you have to do one of the
two
buttons
abilities.
is your grenade button because
Yeah.
you remove your grenade.
Yeah, so you can throw your grenades, and you can also put a drone out, and the drone will shoot things for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Fuck.
you can also send out your distraction guy.
So finally taking a break from Borderlands, and the first thing we're doing is talking about Borderlands.
Yeah.
What about this game, dude? This game is about bugs. I'm a
Yeah.
bug, killing bugs in Bugland,
Hmm.
in Bugtopia. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. I don't know if you've gathered this, picked up on this. Oh boy. Like I said, there are certain things in this game that you can just kind of like skip by and miss out on.
There's
And
probably
stuff.
a natural flow to it. You just bouncing all over the place.
Oh yeah, I mean eventually I'd find my way. So I just found a grub earlier, and this guy's like, "Oh yeah, you found a grub! Hooray! Here, have some freaking gold." I'm like, "Oh cheers, bruh."
Then the one at the top looks like he's crying.
These guys are very nice. Hopefully nothing horrible happens to them.
You get a cool sword?
So,
Do you get a cool sword?
saying that my sword right now isn't cool.
I mean, I think they could be cooler swords.
This is what my sword looks like right now. My
Hmm.
old nail.
Hmm.
What do you think?
A traditional weapon of what? What does it say?
It's gonna press the button.
Hmm.
It's a traditional weapon of hollowness.
Mhm.
Its blade is blunt with Asian wear.
Hmm.
Saying that this isn't the coolest freaking sword you've ever seen, you ever did.
I reckon they could be cooler swords.
I reckon you should shut your
I
fucking
reckon,
trap.
it's like an underground city.
Ah! Well, yeah, it is. It's exactly what it is.
Have you
Did you
ever
miss the point in the beginning where the guy's like, there's a city down there?
No.
We're not even at the city part yet.
No. We went
Ah,
with-
fuck off.
Yeah, we're going up and around the mines.
Yeah, we briefly went to the mines. Each of these areas are all named, and they all have little lore things to them.
So you just powered up and lit up, did you?
I just freaking focus my chakra, dude. This game is actually super fun to explore. Can I just say?
Yeah.
It might not look super visually like, thing, but like, oh my god, the discovery of this game, they're just like finding your way, and oh, it's so good, so good. Ooh, okay, so that right there is a map.
Oh.
Oh, he's right here. Yeah. I've thought of us for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Abso-freaking-lutely. $30. Don't even ask. Okay, finally, we have a bit of a thing, but I need one more item to make that even worth my while. Because while I can tell where I am right now based on this map, it's not super helpful because I can't tell where I am on the map. I just know where I am because I'm very smart. But there's a badge that we need to get, which I will put on and never take off because it's very helpful. I have to kill this one enemy. Ah, Jesus! Okay, I forgot that I could do that. That's the thing about this game. It's a bit of a learning of the patterns thing. Fuck. Okay, there we go. It's fine. And you gotta. Oh no. You gotta. Oh, yeah. You gotta recognize.
What does powering up use?
Okay.
Does it use your geos?
No. So you see how? Actually, I can do it again now. So I got my little face to the left, right?
Yeah.
And how it's got like a little liquid in it.
Mm-hmm.
I use that to use my spells, and I get more of the liquid. It's mana, basically, right?
Yeah.
So that mana fills up as I hit people, and then I can use it to thing. Oh, this is just a hot spring. That's nice.
Yeah.
So I only have one magic spell right now. It's where I focus my freaking chakra, and I don't really know anything else about Naruto or anything to make any more references. I know chakra's not just exclusively. Anyway, but I only have one spell right now, and it refills my health. Right, so it uses about maybe either a half or a third of my goo, and it recovers one heart per thing, or one little mask. So there's a boss. I was going to mention this earlier. There is a boss that you can fight early on, which is technically the first boss, but I missed it because I just like I did in my first playthrough. This game's it's a challenging game. I don't know if I call it hard, but maybe that's because I'm really badass and cool. So.
I think it's good that you don't get much tutorial stuff.
No, you barely got anything.
What I think that games should have is like you don't have to like level up and get the skills. You've already, if you have played the game before, you can just jump in and do all that stuff from the start.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good for games. Then it makes it like your second playthrough will be like way faster and way more fun.
Yeah, I think there's a debate to be made with both. But one of the things I really, really like about a game like this is that feeling of getting stronger and the progression and like, oh man, I am becoming this incredible, powerful being. You know, right now I'm weak. My sword sucks. I have no abilities.
Well, it works for this story. But I think some stories you start off and you're supposed to be this great thing.
No, but this one you start off as a nothing.
Just a little boy.
I just unlocked fast travel. Old man Stagalicious. Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ringing of a station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. This is the last stag, by the way, as you can tell by his name.
Yeah.
Right? I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hallownest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go. Now, I can go back to Dirtmouth, which I actually will do because I think it helped me open up the thingy. And look, we're back here! Hooray! I can talk to this guy. He has new dialogue every time anything happens in the game, but I won't because freedom, dude. So we come in here. This is where the cartographer's wife is. Hello. She's like Bacanada. So she sells. Oh, there it is, the Wayward Compass. Perfect. I need that right now. The most useful freaking tool in the game. Very, very useful. Wait a second. Did she have... Oh yeah, we need that quill right now.
Need more money.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll put the thing on first. This so in this game there are badges or charms. And right now I have one. I have 3 equip slots. I see. This is the only badge I have. This will put essentially what this does is I can now see where I am on the map, which is extremely useful. And unless you know this game off by heart, I highly recommend you use it all the time. If you couldn't tell, this guy down here is a stag. I am some kind of nondescript beetle type character. Not every character is clear as what they are, but I really like how actually they all have a very unique style to them as well. You can actually tell what they are. Literally every single character wears a mask of some kind as well. Which is just an interesting little detail. You even meet the mask maker if you know where to go. Man, there's so many pathways to take. I used to know this like the thing is it's so cool because you really get like invested in the world and you really like this idea of discovery of finding where you're going and you know making your way downtown. So you spend so much time in here mapping it out and like actually really exploring it. Like it's just the feeling of exploring this game is just so good that you just kind of naturally learn it, you know. Just by glancing at the game, you kind of go, you know, it all looks grey or all kind of like tinted blue. You know, how in depth and interesting could the world building really be? Oh, I found the boss! Hooray! Fuck you! When I when I finally fought this boss in my first playthrough, I was like really powerful and I managed to kill him like 3 hits. So this is why I was having a bit of trouble with it. Mind you, again, I'm out of practice, so whatever.
The little baby ones.
Yeah, it was the mother.
Yeah.
Look how its like whole body's now deflated with a skull head. Gross.
Did you get anything? Just money.
I got lots of money and the way forward. What more do you need?
The way forward?
Yeah, go this way now.
Oh.
I can go in here now. Into this little opening. There's a little man. Oh. Rather you wield the nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see, this old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for a good deed. Yeah, they're all pretty friendly up there. It's interesting. There's actually, there's mainly people in this world are generally jolly. Some are more jolly than others. Some of them are kind of crazy jolly, if you know what I mean.
Like the miner?
Yeah.
A little bit.
The miner's story is a little sad. I mean, everyone's story is a little sad. This game, as you couldn't tell, has kind of sad undertones to it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would give it away.
Even us?
Our story, kind of. Depends on how you end the game, I suppose. I mean, I can tell you what. Well,
like up until the start of the game, is our story sad?
I don't think we actually know what we were doing before the start of the game. I don't think that's ever been revealed. I don't think it's really. It's one of those things that's like kind of not important.
Yeah.
The important thing is that we're here now.
Just a young adventurer. Come in and we're going, yes, please.
Well, I do have a goal. Like we have a goal that we don't realize yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if the knight realizes it or not, but that's the name, by the way. It's called our character's just called the Knight.
We called that in the game.
Yes. I mean, it's interesting. Like characters, I don't know, they do interact with us a little bit. There's one character that's really interesting. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to find them in the game, but they have a really interesting character arc where they kind of fall in love with you.
Oh.
Yeah. This is where it came from.
Is that a female character?
Yeah.
Mm.
The miner was also female. You can't really tell, but they all have. They make noises in this game.
Oh.
So they don't like speak English. I mean they do, but they go nama nama nama,
Mm.
things like that.
Yeah.
That's why I said the shopkeeper. She goes bacanada, bacanada. She's like really.
Really sad.
She's not sad. She's just bored.
Mm.
No! Ah! Damn it. I'm always falling down this game. This game, it goes very, very deep. And then when you think it couldn't go any deeper, it does.
Yeah.
There is a rock bottom to this game. We are like literally at the surface right now. Am I even on the map? No. Well, that's a problem.
You're gonna have to get whatever
Frick.
skill you need to learn how to map out stuff for the
I need the
cartography.
quill. That's what I need.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't
We
afford
can
it.
go back now.
Yeah, if I
It's
can
only
find my
120
way.
for it.
Kind of want to just keep going forward. Maybe that's a poor choice.
Well, once we're at the quill, we can go as far and wide as we want.
Well, no.
No?
I mean, I gotta find maps for each area. But then I can fill it out with the quill.
So the area's already been mapped.
No, so
You gotta find scrolls
so he gives you the map, right? And
Yeah.
he's filled out a bit there, as you can see.
Yeah.
But we can fill it in even further because he only fills in about half, but we still need the map to write on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't do much here unless there's like something on the ground here.
You want to inspect the door? Or does it just say it doesn't work?
It says "fuck you" and go away. Trust me, dude. I played this game before. I think it's like this. No, not that way. Like this way, right?
Is it mapped?
It's no. Well,
this
hold on.
bit's not mapped? There we go.
I don't know where it is.
We're out on the map.
Oh, here, this way. See, look at this. We're like figuring it out. We're doing a little explore. We're doing a explore, dude. You and me. I got the quill. The other bug, he was in the shop there, but like he's not now. Okay, so I have enough to buy a stamp. What should I buy a stamp of? So what will happen is when I buy one of these are good because like, or a pin rather. If I buy a pin of like the bench, every time I find a bench, it'll be permanently pinned on the map, and so I can always find my way there.
Okay.
So which one should I get it for? Stag would be useful because then I know where all the trains are.
What's the one underneath?
No, I'm gonna guess.
What's the one underneath the hot spring?
Oh, these are badges. Or,
Scarab.
oh no, these are markers. Oh, these are custom markers. I can put them where I want.
Okay.
I swear this guy sells you a lantern. Yeah, it's right there.
Wow, that's expensive.
Yeah, he's not like a late game dude, but he's well, yeah, he kind of is. But,
So was there a scroll that we could write in from the map maker?
yeah, actually, you
It's
know what?
just
If we
a
watch
habit.
this, if I sit down, map updated. What's this shit?
Whoa.
Boom. Well, that's not okay. Hold on. That's the other thing. Is like yeah. So when as you walk around, I remember this now.
Mm.
You fill out your map in your mind,
Yeah.
and then when you finally sit down, he'll write it all down. Everything he's learned.
Ah.
So theoretically, when I go down into the Forgotten Crossroads or whatever it's called, I will have filled in all the areas that we went to. Yeah, boy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Also, like you can walk and look at it at the same time.
Hmm.
So what I believe I want to do is go to where that big scary thing in the middle is. You reckon I should head there?
Oh, I thought I saw that and I thought that was a stagway.
No.
Ah.
The Stagway is now so now Stagway.
Mhm.
This is what he's filled in, but I haven't gone to, and all the actual filled in stuff is where I
Ah.
have myself gone to.
Because I saw that earlier and I was like, I wonder what that is.
It's a ghoulish thing, I presume. I can't. That's great. It's so good that I can't quite remember everything.
Yeah.
So I can. Oh. Hey, buddy. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, he's not happy. Oh, my brain! Ow!
Boom.
Oh!
Whoa, okay.
Oh, he opened up a secret passage. Oh god. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Ah! Get out of here!
Oh, at the top there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I did not know you could do that.
Mm. That's
Fuck
cool.
you. Ah!
That's
Fuck
really
you.
cool.
Ah.
Actually.
Fuck. Get the fuck out of here.
They should do that in lots of games. Just a bit of realism, you know? Just a little bit of when things blow up, things actually happen from those blowing ups.
Oh, you and your realism. Also, what you're asking for is like literally like one of those things where people have been asking for a million years. Like, just give me a world with full destructible world. Do you mean like worms? Huh?
No.
Red Faction.
I mean, like a story world where you can actually like have collateral damage.
Red Faction, maybe? Guerrilla? I don't know.
Red Faction is just like multiplayer.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
got like a fully just. Does it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about Red Faction. Can I be
Yeah.
honest? Can I reveal this to you now? Lego? Think about that one. Just in general, just
You
Lego.
can't blow up buildings that they're always too big. Those buildings
Well,
in Lego Star
you're never
Wars.
happy, are you?
Whoa,
Uh-oh.
okay. Sorry for killing you.
It's the false knight.
Oh, why is he called that?
Maybe we'll find out. If you freaking. Hey!
Yeah, hang on, a diddly gosh darn
Yeah,
second.
if you just freaking wait instead of asking
All the
polarizing questions all the time.
We're looking for a name. What kind of night are we gonna be?
Get out of here.
Are we the good knight?
We have a knight. Alright. That's all you need to know.
We're the 99.
We are the 99.
Yeah.
Because we make these freaking bugs sleep forever. You do kill an awful lot of people. It's my theory that I'm actually personally an exterminator.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
a traitor bug that's gone rogue.
That's it. That's how you wipe out the civilization. Is you send
What
one of their own.
What
back
is
in.
cool about this game though is this is a whole bug civilization, but there is literally zero word or like confirmation about humans at all, and I really like that. I like that they've like committed to it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like
The world of
we're away from the human world. You know, it's like no, this is just bugs.
This is the world.
There is not, as far as I can remember, there's not like a single thing that hints towards humans even existing. Will you freaking die already? Ah! I swear right now he's making blah blah blah. Oh, there we go. That explains. That's why he's the false knight.
Because he's a baby.
No, he's a grub.
Oh,
Got the city crest. Oh.
he's not a beetle at all.
So you, oh Jesus Christ! You can get a little thing in this game. I don't know if I don't have it yet. You can get a bestiary, and oh golly, oh that's right. We missed it. Oh there it is. Look, that was on the end of his hammer.
Oh.
Walking away now. See ya. There is a bestiary in this game, and like he's basically inhabiting the suit of an old soldier. That's why he's the false knight. He's like pretending to be stronger than he actually is. A fun freaking fact about this freaking guy. I hate him because there's a rematch that you can do with him, and it's the hardest goddamn thing in the world.
Because he's stronger.
Yeah. There's kind of a thing that happens like halfway through the game. It's not like a spoiler necessarily, but it's a little thing.
Yeah.
Look, dude, I really want to talk to you, but first off, let me just take a quick sit on the map. On
Need a
the
quick sit
thing.
down.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Filled in. That beautiful, almost kind of filled in. Hello, good sir. Oh, who's that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face and a wicked looking weapon. Thanks. See, he likes my weapon.
Yeah.
Something important has drawn you down into Hallownest's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift, a nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Oh. He's doing his voodoo magic. A ghoulish thing. I'm dead. Yeah, that's Holy Night. Oh, you've awoken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but seemed to have slipped away myself. Oh. Now we're awake. I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're now friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its way into my home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's hardly a creature, but with your new power, you'll find you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. Oh. Freaking hell! I'm not gonna use my vengeful spirit on a freaking loser. I have a new spell now, basically. It's cool. It's where I pop my vengeful spirit out of my mouth. My only problem, I guess, with this game is there are certain badges that I just get like it's entirely my fault, but there are badges that I get really used to using, and I kind of can't stand not using them. So there's this one that does like more damage, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, how am I ever going to take this one off? And one that extends your range and reach. Like for instance, the badge I'm wearing right now, the one with the thing, you know the one. Oh,
Mm.
I don't.
It's Typhlosion. Watch out.
He is a bit Typhlosion-esque, isn't he? Ah, frick, man, why can't I hit anything? Come here.
He's shooting his babies at you.
Yes, he is. Bah! That was my vengeful spirit. Did you like it? Bah! It's a good thing he has. Oh!
Oh.
Oh no! Ah, I died! No! Frick. I frigged up, dude. Ah, boy. Well, at least you can see what death is like in this game now. So you might notice my little magic meter's got a hole in it.
Oh.
It's got a small scratch.
Yeah.
It's kind of problematic for various reasons.
Not as powerful as you were before.
I've also lost all my money.
Huh.
But don't worry. There are ways
That's
to
what
do
happens
things.
when you die.
Yeah, I mean, in real life, in a
Yeah.
sense, you could say that you lose all your money.
It's because you lose everything.
What would you do if you died and then came back to life? 2 years later.
Oh.
Would you try and come back into society and like continue to live your life that you've lived up until this point, or would you try and
Yeah, yes.
would you live a new life?
If I am still me.
I'd live a new life.
Oh.
I don't want to like put people through the trauma
Of
of me in general, but also of it's actually a thing that really bothers me. It's probably because I have a lot of nightmares and dreams about it.
Mm.
But I'm it kind of goes in my in my writing.
Yeah.
But you know, I am a believer when people die, they should stay dead. You know,
Yeah.
this idea of them coming back later is I don't know. I feel like it can really screw with you mentally. Also, there's a ghoul here that is my past self that I need to kill it to absorb my everything back. So now my glass is better and I got my money back. Fill this up. So yeah, it kind of really like bothers me when like someone is dead and you think that they're dead and you've accepted that they're dead and you've lived with the fact that they are dead, but actually they're not dead.
Yeah.
I can think of a particular person of whom that applies to, and I kind of hate them for that reason alone.
Mm.
But you know, it's just me. Apparently, I'm
Not Palpatine.
no.
No?
Palpatine, I guess he's kind of like that. He's a fictional character. I'm talking about a real person.
A real person who died and came back to life.
They didn't come back to life. They never died in the first place, but they've made everyone think that they died. Which I think is just, it's so scummy. It's so scummy. I just like, ugh.
How did they make people think they died?
Well, maybe I should talk about it.
Is it like an online thing?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Um,
So they
there
just
I go.
suddenly
Killed him. Easy.
Do they just suddenly stop doing online stuff for a while, and then came back and were like, oh yeah, I died.
So, well, what they said was that they had a terminal illness, right?
Yeah.
And that they were going to die very, very soon, and then they stopped posting, and everyone reasonably presumed that they had died, right? They then left the internet, YouTube, everything, for like 2 years, maybe even 3. Everyone thought he was dead, but turns out he decided to come back all of a sudden and say, you know, the reason I just pretended that I died because I thought it'd be funny.
Oh. That's
But I realize
terrible.
now that it's not. And I think to myself, that is probably up there in terms of the evilest shit that you can do, and I hate you.
Yeah.
Some people forgive him.
Yeah.
I am not one of those people. And if you are part of the TF2 community, you know who I'm talking about. But I've never publicly spoken out about this person, but I will now.
It's not Floor Master or Wall Master, whatever they're called.
I don't know who they are.
They're a person who did I think they actually did die. But they did like funny or cool TF2 YouTube videos back in the days of Displeased Eskimo.
Ah.
Yeah, those sorts of people back in the old school TF2 community, I guess.
Yeah, this was a TF2 creator. People people really liked him, and they still do. So God knows why.
Mm.
But he was like a really good pyro main. and yeah, he just decided he didn't want to do YouTube videos anymore. So instead of saying, "Hey guys, I don't want to do YouTube videos anymore," I'm going to instead fake my death and make you all think I did. And like there were people who cried over him. You know, there were people who were really upset about. I can't hit these goddamn things in the air. Why do I keep trying? People who were really, really like upset about the fact that he died. You know, but he didn't die. He did it because he thought, I don't know, it was a funny way to go out, I guess. That's why he did it. That's why he did it.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot, like, I'm sorry. I like to think I'm a fairly forgiving person, but like, there are certain lines that you just can't cross in my eyes.
Yeah.
You know? I think everyone's got like a level of like what is acceptable and what is not. For me, that is beyond acceptable. I'm sorry. Like, if you affect other people in such a way that like they will legitimately cry over your death, then and you faked it, like I can't forgive that. I just can't. You know, in TF2, what they did, like if you're in the TF2 community, you definitely know who I'm talking about at this point. There's no debate. But they changed the description of a weapon that he used.
Yeah.
So to honor his memory.
Oh.
And even when they did that, he didn't speak out and say, "Oh, you know, it's gone out of hand. I'm still alive."
Yeah.
So that weapon description was on there for like a year or two before he was like, "Yep, I'm actually still alive."
Oh.
So yeah, pretty fucking cool. Really glad that people forgive him for that. I think it's a neat thing.
This is a nice little area.
Yeah, we're in a new area now. We're in green.
Yeah. So and then the
Green.
Yeah. The,
Yeah, I like how he actually like literally take it out and look. Oh.
the goat thing.
Oh. All right. Ah no.
It's like a garden.
Yeah.
A gardening area. You can see the light in the distance.
This is what I mean. Like, when I first saw this game, I was a little bit like, it looks kind of like everything looks the same. Nah, man. Like, the little details like this of, it's all green and overgrown, and yeah, you see stuff in the background.
Yeah, it's a bit wetter than other
Filled with
places.
life. Where it's got acid everywhere. So I can't touch
Yeah.
right now. Ooh. So this is lovely. Look at the waterfalls going very fast in the background. Yeah, I imagine like if you could hear it, like.
The thing about that TFtuber reminds me of my favourite YouTuber, Chimney-Swift11. He like for many years he was a Minecraft
Ooh.
YouTuber from like 2011 to 2017, and then in 2018 he decided he was going to do like adventures and trying new things, and completely changed his channel to be oriented around that. And then this year, I mean, and the end of last year, he decided he was going to be doing Minecraft again. I'm like, what's the point of that? Because he was even
Minecraft is popular again.
well, he was even saying things like, you know, the market's oversaturated, and you know, I'm just not feeling it anymore. I'm a bit Minecrafted out. And then, you know, a year goes by, and you know, obviously Minecraft kind of came back into the YouTubing forefront, and now he's back into it, and I don't know. I don't know if he's doing it for the right reasons, and I hope he is.
I don't think it is.
Because I haven't watched any of the new Minecraft videos. All I watched was a video when he said, "I'm coming back to doing Minecraft." I'm like, alright, whatever you do, you. But you know, hope you're doing it for the right reasons.
I mean, that whole like, changing content and like doing things for potentially scummy reasons. That's like a whole nother thing.
But I think he's a good person. I'm quite sure. So, but I think that sometimes, like, obviously he's a human being, and so it's easy to make that mistake of thinking that by doing this thing you'll have whatever you want, success from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think that's really, what everyone's looking for on YouTube is something that they enjoy doing and that they are also able to get success from.
Well, of course, and that's that's the ultimate divide of YouTube, isn't it? This idea that if you wanna find success, and like I'm really enjoying crushing all these things. Can I just say?
Yeah.
It's having a lot of fun.
Yeah. Is there a bank or something we can get at some stage?
Kinda, yeah.
We're getting some good money now.
There is a map. There is a bank, but I have some knowledge about the bank, and it kind of. Oh yes, okay. We want to go in here. This is what I was talking about earlier.
Right.
So in here, with all the spikes and dead things, we got a friendly little fella. Hey, what's up? Tiny squib. You approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? This is called the hunter, by the way. Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. Ooh. Nom, nom, nom. I got a book.
Taking the hunter's journal.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks, dude. So here we are, journal. So here are all the things we've killed. We've got a crawlid, a vengefly, a gruzzer, a gruzmother, tick-tick, aspid hunter, aspid mother, aspid hashling, wandering husk, husk hornhead, leaping husk, husk bully, husk warrior, husk guard, false knight. Weak creatures love to steal the strength of others. Their lives are brief and fearful, and they yearn to have the power to dominate those who have dominated them. And it's a maggot driven mad by strange force, inhabits a stolen armored shell. We also have boulder, elder boulder, moss creep, moss skin, volatile moss skin, squip, and shade. Alright, well, anyway.
That's an hour, apparently.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, was our Hollow Knight Australia Day special.
And premiere.
And premiere of this new series. So we're going to play instead of Borderlands for a little while. Because we have 2 Borderlands series going at once and they need a break.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we'll see you guys in the next freaking episode.
Yay.
You want to do a cool Australia Day based sign off?
Mate.
There it is.